will end up falling. It will be Puck who picked up that kill, and that's a fairly convincing victory in the mid. And of course, Jiu-Jitsu with the Soul Ring off-lane Earthshaker build, going to be able to secure a couple last hits using that Fissure, which he will be maxing. He's only level 4, but it's not a really great place to be as an offlaner, considering that the two supports that were in that lane are level 3 and level 4. Death Prophet makes her way back to the mid. And let's take a look at TMW. TMW level 7 does have his first level in Warcry. Level 5 on the Visage, those birds will be coming out fairly soon, unless he wants to skip them. Oh. Well done. They end up rotating 3 and killing off the Puck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it looks like this tier 1 will end up falling extremely quickly. You'll see Barrage just being a little bit more careful. The closer you are to the tower, the more damage the Exorcism does. And tier 1 does end up going down. However, Zenigata and Pwn trying to do a bit of tech damage to that tier 1 top, but they're not really the greatest pushers. But Rhyme will be able to pick up his Blink Dagger probably around, I would say, I think he'd probably want that by like 14 minutes. If he can get it. However, Lone Druid, level 7, has 4 in his bear, has that siege tower damage. And I'm wondering if this is going to be a Midas on the bear. I know we've also seen Mjolnir. I don't think I've ever seen Mordigan, so I don't think we'll go for that. I don't think I've ever seen toggles on a bear. Oh, this is a good smoke. They think they're safe because they have the stacks out. Oh, Barrage. Gonna get a little bit of a pause going. But we should mention that Jiu-Jitsu is coming down. May end up scouting out the smoke? Nope. Making their way over using the birds. And looks like we have 5. Well, 4 in the jungle and 2 coming up towards the off lane. It's going to be Jiu-Jitsu most likely going to get out. Oh? No, they end up getting spotted out. But the Earthshaker. Good map awareness there. Meanwhile, Lone Druid, sitting on his boots, gonna continue farming away. They could do some aggressive pushing if they so wish. There's a double damage on Rhyme.
An apparition of exceptional age. But I wonder
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, meanwhile. Oh, good Fissure, and there will be a double technical stun coming out. Yeah, Soul Assumption, easy kill on that Earthshaker. Meanwhile, in the mid, you Puck disjoints. There will be a secondary stun coming out of TMW. So much damage. Oh, huge Echo Slam. And 3 go down in total for TBE. Will there be one more? Can they catch him? No, they can't. They do ping him out, but Fury has made his run for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He actually ended up losing his bear too, didn't he? So currently 5-3, Team Bad English sitting at 76 last hits in comparison to the 90 of the Sven. If you take a look at the overall net worth, Radiant are certainly sitting on the top with 5.2 and 5.1 in their carries respectively.
Is under attack.
Meanwhile, our little OD almost level 10 and will have his Rod of Atos fairly soon. That's a really great timing on the Atos. However, Jiu-Jitsu and the Visage ready to make their plays. A little bit of bonus damage, they're going to go in, there's going to be a fissure, the tower will end up going down, but it looks like, oh, good disjoint coming out, Savage Roar forces them out, and looks like Sid going to make a run for it. Jiu-Jitsu does have a fissure available soon, Soul Assumption, Crypt Swarm, Soul Siphon, sorry. And there's the Fissure. Can't really get Fury. There's another one. And will get taken out by the Vengeful Spirit. Just not able to run quite fast enough. However, for Rhyme, getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger. Getting picked off earlier certainly slowed it down. We probably will see it more around 15 minutes now. Uses the boulder. There will be the green coil. They really want to go into some TMW. There's the silence. There's our cold feet. And a couple extra right click. It will be Zenigata who actually ends up picking up that kill. Meanwhile, Pone has the Atos purchased out, but top tower going to go down to Jiu-Jitsu Kat and Barash. No exorcism needed. And if they really wanted to force the issue, they could potentially go for the tier 2 push. Fury doesn't have a TP, nor does LD for another 5 seconds, and nor does AA. At least right away. Alright, we have a fight coming out. Fury trying to make a run for it. Now Soul Assumption will take him down pretty low. Echo Slam. Jiu-Jitsu's gonna communicate. We do not want you alive, and he will use that to just take out the lone druid. Certainly worth it. You want to make sure that you shut down that LD as much as you possibly can. Exorcism still up for at least another couple seconds, so they're going to be able to secure this tier 1 tower. Will force out a glyph. And I think Barash wants to get a little bit here too. No, they want to pull back. If they wanted at this point, I think they could Roche. But it looks like they're happy to farm away. Alright, Rhyme has picked up his Blink Dagger. 15 minutes on the dot. And Jab's Dota sitting at level 7, only has an Orb of Venom and some mana boots. Does have 1.2k in his bank. Could be going for that next big item. It looks like we have some aggressive rotations coming of the Radiant. They may want to make a play. Oh, Jiu-Jitsu. Difference between a rock and hard place. What are you doing, man? He's stunned. He's silenced. He will be swapped out, but there will be a dream coil ends up hitting onto Jiu-Jitsu, getting very low magnetized out on Kot, and looks like Kot will end up falling. Fissure comes out, but that will end up claiming the life of the Earthshaker as well, but Puck ends up falling in that engagement. Oh, Zenigata slowed down, gonna try to escape. He doesn't have a TP, Crypt Swarm. Gonna try to slow them down, but he really can't escape at this point. So he's just gonna get slowly taken out by these birds. Sid will be on an full killing spree. The biggest problem is we haven't really seen Pwn in many of these team fights. Oh no. Lone Druid in the bottom does get the Savage Roar off, but did not manage to survive that engagement.
Haste.
And I feel like OD is doing okay. He doesn't have any kills, doesn't have any deaths. He's 97 and 30 currently. But the biggest problem is that he's not part of any of these fights. And I feel like TBE would be in a much stronger position if we had a couple Sanity's Eclipses coming out. Inherent Intelligence Steal coming out on Sen or the Earthshaker would be really, really effective. They don't have the highest int, so they wouldn't be able to get off, you know, the Fissure and the Echo Slam. But a lot of these have also been pickoffs. They need to contest this Ancient Stack. This Ancient Stack is massive. It's going to be so much farm for Sven, and I think the Dire know that, but they're heading up. They have vision on his jab. He's going to get himself stunned. There will be Dawn's Wrath. Will it be enough? No, it will not. He gets taken out, and now he's going to be very, very convincingly able to take the stack. No problem. Tons of XP for his carry, or for his supports. On top of that, he is going to be able to pick up the Sanjin Yasha that he was looking to finish. That's a 20-minute Sanjin Yasha with a Helm of the Dominator. That's excellent timing for TMW. What about the rest of the item progression? We do have the Yules on Barrage. Looks like a Glimmer Cape going to be coming out on Cat. We have already the Blink on Yajitsu, who had a terrible laning phase and still has a Blink the same time that Rhyme has one coming out. Now this is pretty significant because Rhyme only has Power Treads and a Blink and nothing else really too much utility. Now he has a little bit of extra in the bank, but... Oh, Yajitsu taking a look. He's like, scout this stuff out, guys. I'm sure he's still here, but Puck has made his escape. That slippery little dragon. Alright, and let's get back to it. So Zenigata only has the mana boost. Fury, we need to take a look at his bear. The bear is really what matters. So it has a Midas. There's a big stack here for him to end up taking up, but it's not to be near, like, remotely equivalent to what the Sven just took with the Ancients. And I feel like overall... Oh, good. Usage is going to try to get himself out, but whether or not it will be enough... Yeah, he'll survive. Barely survive, actually. I think one more tick and that Visage would have fallen. Have one. Oh, he has 4 in Gravekeeper's Cloak. Never mind. He has some really great inherent magic resist. Alright, so we do see the smoke coming out. Vengeful Spirit, the captain, calling out, let's go into the jungle. We know that probably we're going to be able to catch out somebody. We have vision on the Lone Druid. Lone Druid, you know, Fury trying to play it a little bit safe by sticking close to the trees, but he's being pinged out by the Sven. And there it goes, coming in. The Savage Roar comes out, but it's not enough. It's blocked off by the Fissure. He's kind of staying in the fog of war, but there's the Yule Scepter along with the stun. he doesn't have anything else that he can do, and the bear will end up falling, and then the lone druid as well. So it'll be 300 gold along with another 300 into the pocket of Sven. It just makes that lone druid such a juicy target.
Meant to have this.
And Sid doing extremely well. You can see that along with the Solar Crest, he has max in his Soul Assumption. The damage that coming out of this Visage is insane. On top of that, he has 34 armor with the help of that Gravekeeper's Cloak. And Pone continues to just farm away, grabbing up that inherent net worth. And he's pretty much on par with the Sven. I mean, he's just consistently farming out. He has no kill involvement, but he has himself a Link, he has himself his Atos, he's continuing to kind of build up that momentum, and I'm certain that the first team fight that we have with this OD will be a very different story than all of the pickoffs that Enso have been getting, because it's mostly been like 4v1, 4v2, you know, 5v1, that sort of thing that's been going on. I'm sure once we get like a really great engagement, maybe during a Roshan fight, maybe out of a smoke, and I'm wondering if Pone is feeling ready to start engaging in these team fights. It looks like we're getting closer and closer to that Radiance. Fury just wanting to, knowing it's not really safe for him to be here, so he's going to try to make it as fast as he possibly can. Should be mentioned that physical damage that comes out of the exorcism is amplified with the help of the Solar Crest, so there's really good synergy there with the Visage and the Death Prophet. And it also allows them to just run Roshan so quickly. And that is what they will do. So if you take a look, it will be Sven who is sitting on that Aegis of the Immortal. Meanwhile, they do end up spotting out Fury. He's just gonna stay back. He wanted to run this camp, but oh, he's blocked off. Trying to get away. There will be the Savage Roar. He'll run away, but TMW has that war cry. He's ready to do it. And there's the Stormhammer. He ends up disjoining it, using the transformation, but it's not enough. The Echo Slam will be used up to kill off that lone druid, and as we said before, certainly worth it. You want to shut down and delay that Radiance as long as you possibly can. Home finally going to be part of this engagement, but Barrage not making it easy for them. Death Prophet will end up falling while the rest of the team scrambles to save their top farmer and top value pick, but she does end up getting picked off, and that's a big kill actually for TBE, who end up netting themselves quite a bit from that, actually 1.3k XP, a little bit of extra gold, but not a lot. So, Aether Lens on the Earth Spirit, increasing the range and the damage of his spells. Oh, Yujitsu, what are you doing in there, buddy? But it doesn't even matter. He ends up getting the kill on the AA anyway. It looked like a really bad little situation for him, but take a look at Rhyme. Has his Blink Dagger, has a Yule Scepter. This is going to be a pretty big item progression for him. The Yules will allow him to disjoint the stuns. There is a cast animation, of course, on the Fisher as well. So give Puck a little bit more of that mobility. He can use the phase shift, like Yule's phase shift. Gonna allow him to pretty much safely blink out of any situation as long as he gets it off. Or he is stunned out. And AA will continue to spam his ults now. No Midas on him, so we're not going to see much progression on his items like we see with other ancient apparitions. It's going to be a very long time before we see an Aghanims coming out on him. Alright, so while there's a little bit of calm before the storm, let's take a look at the overall advantage. Enso sitting as kings with the team net worth at about 5k. There it is. And overall difference in XP earned, you know, capping himself out at about 7.5, just below that at the moment. And looks like we are going to see fight in TMW making the way towards the mid and start pecking away at this tier 2 tower. OD just stealing, at least trying to steal a little bit of int, but the blink from TMW gonna stop that. There's the silence, gonna phase shift himself out. Meanwhile, we have the fight down here. Oh, getting picked off! With the help of Cat, there will be the Earth Spirit trying to get in, but just bad positioning, unfortunately, from Pone. And he's an excellent player. Definitely more used to playing the hard support. And so it might be just a little bit of like a non-familiarity with playing the OD as frequently as maybe he'd like. It could also just be, you know, a bad game. He's just blinking to the places. They have good map awareness. I mean, the Radiant have really great wards. I mean, they have wards up here. They have wards just everywhere that you really don't want them. They have vision. Or maybe Pone thought there wasn't vision. And looks like Rhyme gonna be going for... This is gonna be a Bloodstone, maybe? I mean, it could be an Aghanims, but I don't think Aghanims works here. Maybe Octarine. We are going to see the BKB out of the Zen, though. Kind of a toss-up. I don't think it's going to be an Aghanims, though. I don't feel like there's enough spell immunity yet, but I could be mistaken. And Nijitsu is going to pick up the Yule Scepter. Aegis will end up expiring, and this is the second Aegis that has expired. Rhyme uses his Yule Scepter, but he gets ventured out. Crypt Swarm and Visage will pick him off with that Soul Assumption. And now tier 2 in the bottom, being ripped apart with the help of TMW and of course Barage's friendly little pretty right clicks.
Dire's bottom tower has
and
fallen.
Now they make their way to the high ground. The true test as to whether or not they're winning this very convincingly. The glyph will come out. Now there is a magnetize and a boulder available from the Earth Spirit. He could go in if he so wishes. Is there the BKB yet on this? No, there is not. They're just going to go right in. Soul Siphon comes out on the bear. The bear will end up falling. A little bit of intelligence steal coming out from the OD, but the Glimmer Cape keeps their carry safe. Resummon from Fury will end up coming out. The Magnetize being used up, but huge Echo Slam coming out of Yajitsu. Yajitsu just ends up wrecking them during this team fight. The Magnetize will continue going out, but Rhyme trying to salvage this. He wants to get the kill. He's going in on Barrage, but Barrage is not going to have it, nor is TMW. And there will be a buyback out of the OD, but is he really going to be able to do very much? If he is not, G-Drox will end up calling the GG.
It was your own damn
And that will be a very, very convincing victory. Enso ended up taking the series 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the winners who ended up betting correctly, and I'm sorry for the people who did not. Team Bad English is usually a pretty strong team, but it just did not show in this particular draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at the Clickstorm Cup. We hope to see you for the next series and best of 3. Some really exciting Dota, a little bit one-sided.